Hey, welcome back to another review. Today I wanted to do the Westcott Flex Lights. This is a light kit that I got from UFP Rentals, ufprentals.com. They're a local place in Utah that you can rent film equipment from. So first off, they're really cool, super light, really easy to use. You can flex them in any way. To give you an idea of the power of these lights, so if you have it about 5 feet away from your subject, one panel reads out, if your camera's an ISO 800, reads out to be about an 8. So yes, they are powerful. They are very powerful. My biggest issue is if you're gonna use these lights to light interviews, they're a pain in the butt. Not my favorite lights to use. You know, you pull out an area kit, you throw it on, you plug it in, you turn it on, that's it, right? Now with these lights, it comes with a frame that you can construct and then put it on. So I'll do that real quick. So the reason you'd want to put it on a frame is that this actually comes with, this kit comes with a diffusion and like a little mat box type thing around the diffusion, you know, barn doors or whatever. Anyway, that was a really crappy job, but I did it quick. Anyway, so you get the idea. You can build these barn doors around it to kind of flag off the light a little bit, kind of give you more direction. And then you can put a diffusion inside here. Now I did some tests and I didn't feel like this barn door, other than kind of shaping the light a little bit better, it didn't do it a whole lot as far as like diffusing it better. This is one of my favorite parts of the system. Have these little diffusion panels that just Velcro onto the frame, and you have a quick diffusion, right? Pretty cool. My least favorite part of these lights, absolute least favorite, the cords. I can't stand the way you have to plug this thing in and the amount of setup time it takes for them. So first you have the power, right? Once you have that plugged in, then you take this and it plugs into this. And this is your dimmer box slash, like, I don't know, ballast. And then this, now what you can do is screw this directly into the light right on the back here. Just screws right in. But the issue I had with that is then you have all this weight of the dimmer pulling on your cord, pulling on your cable, and it's really annoying. What I wish they had done, okay, flex. Look, you have a little clip on the back here, right? Why didn't you make it so you could just clip this here? Like, you don't have to, but why not? Like, it's perfect. Then you have it all in one. Heck, you could even clip it there and then hold it by the dimmer to hold your light. Fail. That's all I gotta say. Like, oh, John, it really made me like super annoyed by this system that this didn't just clip there. I know it's a stupid nitpicky thing, but when you're on set and you're having to deal with like these ridiculous amounts of cords, it's so annoying. So instead of having to do that, they give you these extension cables, which I admit are really nice because it gets you, like, it's really long. So you plug the sucker in here, and then the other side plugs into your light. So there you have it. And then we can, let's see if we can power the sucker on. And then you power it on. Oh, it's at 0. There we go. Let's dim it up. Woo! There you go. There's some serious bright light right there. Whoa! It is pretty bright. Now the nice thing is you can change the color temperature, you know, go super blue or super orange. Anyway, so that's the other thing that I wasn't a huge fan of these lights, was this box is super cheap, and then this dial is just really annoying. I wish it had a better knob of some sort rather than like ripping my fingers apart on these little ridges, which I did a lot, because like your fingers slide on them, and it doesn't feel super pleasant. Another thing I think they could do to make it a little better is have, like, on the celebs, you kind of have like quick programmable things. If they just had like daylight, tungsten, and you could just like push the 2 buttons to get back and forth between them, instead of every time having to do like this, which For the most part, it's not that big a deal, but I was in a situation where I was shooting under fluorescence. There was a time I was shooting under tungsten. There was another time I was shooting under, out in daylight. So I was switching back and forth on this quite a bit. But yeah, that's my biggest complaint is this. Cables. And it takes forever to set up. It was probably like to get each set up with each of the lights just on stands and set up with the frames, like 20-30 minutes if one person's doing it. To me, that just is a really long time. I'm used to having an area kit or a couple celebs or Kino flows. Yeah, throw them up, yeah, plug them in, turn them on, done. Now, another really great thing about this light and this kit is the ability to power it off batteries. The kit actually comes with a D-tap adapter to the dimmer. So I can just plug in my adapter, and then you just plug that into a D-tap on the battery. There we go. So yeah, completely battery powered. On a 90-watt battery, it lasts an hour and 50 minutes. So, about 2 hours. And this was actually probably my favorite feature. So we're in a location on this shoot that I was on, and we had like 20-30 minutes in this one spot, and they wanted to shoot a whole bunch of these different like B-roll pickup shots, and they had these ugly fluorescent lights. Like, it just looked terrible. It was in like a shop class. So I turned off all the lights, I threw this on a battery, and I had my grip just walk around with me and just illuminate each of the individual shots that I was getting really quick. Didn't have to worry about like pulling cable with you, replugging in. It was just all battery power, super helpful, super awesome. That was like my favorite part of this light, was being able to power it battery. It just made it so convenient when you're running gun and you gotta get that stuff done quick. Super helpful. So I did some tests and I noticed that this just wasn't a big enough source. Anyway, so I came up with this idea of putting it in a chimera, right? So I had this, I think it's 2x3 chimera, and I came up with the idea of actually sticking this in here. So getting number 2 grip clip, clipping it on like so. If you can see that, I hope you can see that. There you go. And then I took a Mathellini or Cardellini, whatever brand you have. I could easily just attach to one of these little ball head things. Just slides right in. Then attach that to my light stand. Bam, I have myself pretty good sourced light. It gave me that softer look. The biggest thing that I noticed with this is it made the eye light look a lot better. So where I would use this light, it works friggin' awesome in a China ball. Gives you a great soft source. It's dimmable. You can change it. Really awesome. But if you're going for like cheapo, this isn't the way to do a China ball. This is not a cheap way to do a China ball. I wouldn't probably buy this kit personally. I wouldn't use these as like my primary source lights. I would use these very specifically in specific areas. If I'm in a really tight shooting spot, I would probably, stick it up against a wall or something and use it there. In a car dash, like that's what they kind of talk about a lot, is with these. I don't know, I'm rambling. Do you even care? I don't know. Anyway, let me know if you guys care about any of this. If you want me to do more reviews like this, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, guys, be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos. Thanks a lot.